Hi Cancers, it's Nick and Nala right here, if you could see her. I hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females. We're going to be covering a little bit of health, finances, and love per usual, so I hope you will find this reading helpful. And we're going to basically go over kind of like what may be happening in the beginning of the week, then midweek, and then the end of the week. But of course, keep in mind these are general, so may not always resonate to the T with every single person. So just take what fits and leave the rest out and listen with an open heart, open mind. Okay, cool. So, I know we'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box. So if you find that's resonating, want to continue this conversation, dive in deeper, you can check that out below afterwards. Okay, all right. So Cancers, I'm seeing that this week you're gonna figure out, figure out what makes you happy, or a few things, or certain actions, or just in general things that make you happy through things that don't make you happy. Like the examples coming through is like, maybe you don't like the winter, you're like, oh, I hate the cold. So that probably means that you love the warm weather, and maybe you love the sun, you love the heat, you love being in a warm climate. Or maybe like some people, you could be one of those like, oh, when it's winter, I hate the winter, but then when it's in the summer, I hate the heat. It's like, which one do you like? But I see that this week you're gonna be happy, or find something that makes you happy through figuring out, okay, this is what doesn't make me happy, so I know that the opposite is probably what makes me happy. I'm saying that the number 1 may be an important number for you guys this week, so kind of maybe just all coming back to you and who you are, your path, focusing on your needs, your desires this week, which is never a bad thing. And I feel like you're being asked to look in the mirror and see, do you like who you see? And I'm not just saying physically, but do you like the person that you see in the mirror? Are you proud of this person? Do you feel like you are living authentically who you are, and being true to yourself? Or are you being too critical of yourself as well, and not accepting yourself as you are, and being patient with your journey, with your path? Also, maybe some of you could be on the other side of the spectrum, where maybe you're being too selfish, too self-centered, and it's time to kind of get over yourself and realize that there are other things bigger than just your worries and your problems. So, it can vary per individual, but I think for most of you, it's probably being a little bit too hard on yourself, and acknowledging, your progression, and whether it's small or big, and just kind of accepting yourself throughout the journey as you go. Okay, all right, so I'm seeing that when it comes to your health, Cancers, that you may want to watch your sodium intake, with salt this week, because you may have a lot of water retention, or maybe be feeling bloating. I also seen that your feet or your toes is an area being highlighted. Some of you may be standing a lot, or on your feet, or walking around a lot, and maybe your feet may get kind of swollen, or you may it may hurt or something. You may want to do a little, what do they call it, soaks, foot soaks with Himalayan salt or bath salts to kind of help with any swollenness that you may have. But I just see that maybe there be water retention, nothing really serious or anything, but just something to keep in mind, and stay hydrated, but try to limit maybe how much sodium and salt you're eating or intaking. Not saying to cut it out, but if you find that you are getting a lot of water retention, that could be partly why. Okay? All right. And then I'm seeing that when it comes to your career, work, finances, that you're going to score a lucky deal. You may get employee of the month. You may get a really good schedule for the upcoming week. You may get a donation, a prize, a recognition. Maybe you get in contact with someone you've been really excited to talk to, or you get a promotion. Or some kind of opportunity, or you get a good grade on a test, on an assignment, on a project. Something good, something lucky is going to happen for you this week when it comes to your work, school, career, and it's going to bring completion. It's going to bring kind of an ending, but a new beginning that is really positive for you. And I think you're going to be really proud of yourself. And I feel like for most of you, this is getting recognition, or just feeling proud of yourself, feeling accomplished in your assignments, in your projects, whatever it is that you're doing or focusing on. So really good for your career this week. And when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, some of you could have Gemini, Taurus, Pisces somewhere in your chart. You could have a first, middle, last name that starts with a B or a J. And as far as a person you're dealing with, this could be a possibly younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe also air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but of course it doesn't have to be, it could be any sign. Like I always say to you guys, it could just be the energy that this person's playing out. So, you know, it could be any sign, just keep that in mind. So I feel that, well, I see that this person feels a lot of romance and loving, passionate feelings towards you. And it seems like you guys are, you know, really close, or it feels really warm and loving between the two of you. At least that's how they feel towards you. And I think you are feeling safe with them, or at least you're going to be feeling really secure or protected, or you feel like you guys are like a team and you feel safe with this person. And I think they feel really sweet and loving towards you. They could have a really sweet, loving personality as well, and you make them really feel at home. So both of you together are just like a really kind of like that couple you see on the street that you're just like, oh, you could just tell they love each other. You could just tell they're so into each other. That's how you guys are. Like, at least that's how it may feel. So I see that what may happen maybe at the beginning of the week, or, you know, throughout the week, that I feel like they're going to reach out to you, message you, call you, or propose some kind of proposition, maybe to go out somewhere or to do an activity, or here, I got you a gift. They're giving you something or reaching out to you, and this is about taking action, or an actual material gift, or something that you guys can do together. And it's going to be up to you, or you're going to make the decision, or you're going to feel like, okay, what should we do here? You're going to want to make that decision, or they're going to ask you, and you're going to be the one to make the decision. And I think you're going to be really happy about it. I feel like it's something that's going to be really just between the two of you. And you're going to feel that you guys are really on the same page. And it feels like both of you are kind of wanting similar things, and kind of like on similar journeys and paths. Even if you're both interested in kind of like different things, maybe the way you guys are going about it is pretty similar. And so I feel like there's going to be a good harmony and communication between the two of you from the beginning of the week. And then I feel like they're like, okay, let's start this. Let's go for it. So they might propose an idea or something you guys can do together or hang out. And then they're gonna be the ones kind of like taking action, initiating with you. And you're like, okay, cool. Like you're the ones deciding, all right, let's do this, or yes. And so they're proposing some kind of new beginning. And I think this is going to bring adventure or fun or excitement or passion, or maybe this has to do with work, career, or some kind of project or something you guys can both work on together, or just a new activity, new dates, or something you guys can enjoy together. And so they're bringing that to the forefront, and you're like, okay, cool. So I feel like someone here may come to your house, like maybe this person, you may invite them over to your house or your place, or it could be vice versa. But I feel like someone is coming to your place this week, even if it's just for a little bit, maybe just stopping by or dropping something off, or kind of just hanging out. You know, you guys are hanging out, watching a movie, eating dinner or something. And I think it's because like you want to keep things really private, or you want to keep things really just between the two of you. I think both of you are really private people, but mostly you. I think you are a really private person, or at least this week, you're going to want to keep things between the two of you. So maybe whatever this idea is, or whatever it is that you guys are working on or going to be talking about, you want to keep it low key. Like you don't want to share with anyone. You're like, okay, like let's just work on it. Let's just do this behind the scenes. And you're really kind of tuning in and maybe watching and observing this person, seeing how they act in a new environment, or you know, how they will behave. I feel like you're really watching and analyzing like everything, not in a creepy way, but you're just really trying to tune in and get a feel for who they are, and if they respect, like, you know, everything that you have, and you know, how do they act, stuff like that. Because I think that's important to you. Like you want someone who behaves a certain way when they come to your home, and they're not just like throwing things around, or you know, being inconsiderate. But I feel like you are just observing them, and they're just kind of letting you decide what you want to do. I feel like they're proposing ideas and initiating with you, but you're the one that decides or confirms. Like you kind of like are like yes or no. And I feel like this person's kind of like an open book. Like they allow you to, like, they want you to ask them things. They want you to, you know, talk to them about whatever. And I feel like they trust you. I feel like this person just trusts you, and they don't even like ask you that many things, but they're totally open with you asking whatever you want from them. Okay. So I think you guys may be going to each other's houses, or they may come to your place and you guys are kind of talking about things, just hanging out, taking it easy. And you're kind of just sitting back observing, and you're wanting to keep things really private between the two of you, in whatever it is that maybe you guys are doing, or just you just don't want other people to know. Maybe you're just keeping it between the two of you. You're not really telling your friends or family that you are dating someone or with someone, or who knows, whatever your situation is. Okay, but we're going to tune in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What do they want you to know? Or no, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. The link to the extended will be below in the description box, and we'll continue this conversation. All right, so I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care. Love you all. Bye.